On today's episode of the podcast, we have the final installment of the Blue Belt series.
We talk about a possible Mackenzie Dern Ronda Rousey super fight.
More listener questions.
Bend over, Mike Wazowski. Come get this work.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the pod. My name is Kenny. It's episode 109 of the BJJ Balance podcast. Today, we are here again with Mr. Os Nation, Matt Vega, as per usual.
This is me. You're coming into Halloween. Are you dressing up, Kenny?
Fuck no.
Come on, man.
Nope.
Halloween. Hey, Oh, dude, we're getting it early. Halloween is the number one sex day of the year. It's cosplay night, Kenny.
You think over Valentine's Day?
Oh, yes. Oh, I mean, yes, for sure. Hot bumblebee, hot pirate, hot army girl, hot pirate again.
Good recovery. Good recovery.
It's spooky, slutty nurse, slutty cop. Like, come on, man.
I like how they're like, there was a couple years ago complaining that like, it shouldn't just be slutty costumes. It should be scary costumes too. So then they just did the same costumes, but zombie. So it's like slutty zombie nurse, slutty zombie pirate.
Yeah. It's the number one sex day of the year. Valentine's Day is good. Valentine's Day is a good one. It's definitely top 3. I think it's 3rd, actually, Valentine's Day. I think Christmas Eve is number 2. It's the kids go to bed on early on purpose. If you've ever I want you to look in. Come with me to the 90s again. If you've ever been a kid in the 90s and you fell asleep early because it's Christmas Eve, you know Santa's coming the next day, so you get to bed quick. And your whole life, think back, your dad's always up before everybody. He's always up in the morning, whatever he's doing. But on Christmas morning, you can't get that fucking guy out of bed. Why? Because his gift was on Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is the number one sex day of the year. But Halloween is definitely number 2. But it's harder as you become fathers of little kids because you start doing these family costumes. Well, my wife, she's been a slutty Marine. She's been a hot pirate. I'm going to say hot, not slutty, because I respect her. She's been a hot pirate. She's been all these things. But now we're doing these family. I want you to dress up as the guy from Monsters, Inc., the big blue guy. And then Sawyer my kid will be the little girl. And then I'm going to be Mike Wazowski. It's hard to get off the Mike Wazowski. You know what I mean?
Especially
like it's hard, but
blue smashing out Mike.
Yeah, it's just like, all right, man, we'll figure it out. I got there though.
That is mind over matter right there.
We got there. Very good relationship over here, Kenny. Very strong relationship. Got myself in some trouble this week. I sent a risky text to one of the homies on accident. Oh, dude. I look at great. I'm in a great relationship. My wife will fire one off at me. I'll fire one. Very happy. We were firing back and forth. But you have these, I was hoping it was you guys because I would have just left it. Thank God Apple lets you delete fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I firing back. We're firing back. Boom, 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 boom. And I was like, cool, dude, this is going down when we get home. You know what I mean? Like, I sent her a text and this is what it said. And it's to a dude, to a guy I'm just texting. It's a business. It's like not really a guy. Like it's not like a homie. It's
right.
like just someone I'm working like Os Nation shit with. I was like, can't wait to taste you tonight. And I was like, oh shit. I said, oh shit. Fuck.
He's like, yo.
I had to fucking delete so fast. Oh, dude. Fuck, dude. I deleted so fast. Not cool, dude. Not cool. Hopefully you didn't see it.
He's like, I'm still not.
I mean, if it was my mom or like if you like I heard this and it's pretty genius. If you ever accidentally send a nude to your mom, all you gotta do is ask her a medical question like, does this look normal?
Not if you're hard.
Oh fuck, dude. Oh my God. What an episode, dude. And that's it. 109. Well, the things are good over here. We really stop doing this on the Lord's Day. Not cool, dude. Like we're like literally just right back into sinning, right? You know what I mean? Back into shit. God, not even 20 minutes in. Jesus.
Not even 6 minutes in. Sorry, moms.
Anyways, jiu-jitsu. We're talking. This is a great segue for purple belts. We're talking purple belts today.
No, we're not. No.
Oh, we're not.
No.
Okay.
Final blue belt.
Purple belts.
Final blue belt episode.
Final blue belt. Oh, I just can't wait to get to that slutty belt, dude. I just can't wait. I'm so eager to get there. I'm so eager to fucking get to the purple belt topics and to wear shirts that are a little too tight, buy your first fake gold chain, fucking bleach your hair, get unnecessary tattoos. Like I'm ready to embrace that part of the freaking pod. I think people are ready for it too. So I can't wait to get there. So let's finish up these fucking blues.
Well, we gotta talk a little bit about UFC yesterday. And I saw somebody made a fake poster for Ciryl Gane versus Aspinall 2, and it had Aspinall in those like basketball fucking protective glasses.
Oh, the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yes.
I was like wondering last night. I said this to a chat. I said, I was playing video games last night. Not well at all. Your boy was getting absolutely handled properly on video
Battlefield's
games.
Fun though.
It's fun. Kenny's very serious. He's very bad at XP. He doesn't talk a lot. He takes his fucking gaming very serious. I'm cracking jokes. I'm trying to make people laugh. Kenny's not about that shit. I said, do you think Nina Drama will ask Tom now how he likes to be fingered?
Yes.
That's what I asked in the chat. Because, remember he had asked her that question.
Yep.
That real creepy question a year ago or so. So that'd be an interesting, but that fight, just looking at it on a quick, before we get to Mackenzie, looking on that fight, look, I saw highlights. I didn't get to see it because I forgot it was on like at 11.
Right.
I was doing soccer. Aspinall was already pieced up. Bloody nose. You know what I mean? I'm not saying Aspinall couldn't have got the fight to the ground. But if you're doing MMA math, which you should never do, but we are anyways, Jon Jones dispatched that guy in like 20 seconds, dude.
With zero ease. Didn't even break a sweat.
Didn't break a sweat. Didn't even just took, it was not a problem. And then Aspinall's fighting for his life like R. Kelly over here.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, Aspinall almost needed a perfect performance to follow Jon. I don't think anybody thought he was going to go as fast as Jon, but it wasn't dominant at all.
Right. That's what people were expecting is we're going to see Aspinall put a clinic on Gane, and then that would push the Aspinall versus Jones thing even more. But now Jones can literally look back and be like, bro, I beat him in 20 seconds. You were getting pieced up before you got eye poked. We're not even close to the same level. What makes you think you're walking?
I kind of want to see Pieta versus Jones.
I do too.
More.
I do.
Maybe more. There's only one fight. I mean, I would like to see Nagano Jones more than that, but Pereira Jones is the one I want to see because I don't know, man. Tom Aspinall's had such low volume of ring time, whether that's him finishing guys way too fast or I don't know him. There's not a lot. Like, I don't know him. Even this last fight was stopped early. Like,
right.
I know he's getting, I know him. I know who he is, but I don't know. I haven't watched him enough. There's like not enough octagon time.
What's Tom like in those later rounds? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
In round
I don't know. I know he's a black
five.
belt. People say he's legit as fuck. He looks. Eyeball test says he could be pretty legit, but I just don't. I don't know.
Yeah. And then the fight we all want to talk about, Mackenzie Dern
versus Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
I mean,
honestly, dude, Mackenzie's got some hands on her. I didn't realize that her striking.
No, she throws hands, bro. She throws, bro.
Yeah, I didn't realize
I didn't see the
striking
fight at all, so I'm just fucking guessing here. So, but people say that she pretty much won the decision.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, it was pretty definitive. It wasn't a shocking thing at all.
I don't know if there's anybody else more qualifying for that title.
It was
put Mackenzie there because she is a sex symbol.
Yeah. It was a little
Let's
weird.
Just call it what it is.
It was a little weird when they did the belt, because now it's typically the and new or and still, you know what I mean? So but because they were both fighting for a vacant title, when he got to the and new, you were still waiting for the next, And then of course the fight ends and both of the girls' coaches have the girls on their shoulders. And they're both kind of walking around because they're both doing like the celebratory victory thing. It's just like, but I mean, come on. If you were Dern, you knew you won that, and if you weren't Dern, you knew you didn't win that. Like,
and if you were Rob Schneider and you thought you won that,
yeah,
and you probably didn't, because there's no way. I just don't think UFC. They need. I mean, in the women's division, and I'm not trying. If you don't have someone who's absolutely dominant like Amanda Nunes, Red Panty Night, if you don't have someone who's absolutely dominant like that, you need attractive.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's a night. Look at Mackenzie Dern even came out and said she lost sponsorships and so many followers when she got pregnant.
Right.
That, I mean, and I'm not being sexist. I'm just saying you're following are dudes who think you're hot.
Right.
You know what I mean? So this is what, I feel like they need an attractive champion. Like it's good to build the women's division. You need that. You need someone who's easy on the eyes, who can bring in, who's a well-renowned, great fighter. Mackenzie Dern's elite jiu-jitsu.
And she even said that. She goes,
scrappy.
IBJJF champ, ADCC champ, and now UFC champ.
And she's very scrappy. You know what I mean? Like she throws, she's not afraid of contact. She's very good. She's very skilled. She belongs there. But we need somebody who UFC, I personally don't care. UFC needs somebody who is easy on the eyes to help go. I mean,
do you feel like the women's division is like
Tai Tuivasa as a world champ, heavyweight champion? Guys would love it. Yeah, he's us.
Right.
You know
right.
What I mean?
Right.
Not whether we're girls. If you had a real like overweight women champion who likes to drink beers and crush and just like one of the dudes and like Big Country Roy Nelson did, like I don't think she might get over.
You know that influencer Tammy, blonde chick, long hair? If you had a girl that looked like that was a champ.
I think guys might like her because he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Or it's like, yeah, this chick, this burly bird is one of us. You know what I mean? But generally, I don't think it would sell. I think they need good looking in the women's division because it's such a male dominant sport.
Well, our demographic is going to be older guys here on this pod. So most of you are old enough to remember when Dana said once upon a time, there will never be women's MMA in the UFC. Like that was something that came out of his mouth. And what changed that was Ronda Rousey. And I don't think Ronda Rousey's attractive at all. That's just me. But Apparently Dana did. And a couple other guys, other guys out there thought she was attractive, and that was like the springboard for MMA. It didn't hurt the fact that she was, especially at the time, she was very good. You know what I mean? I don't think Ronda Rousey peak Ronda Rousey holds up to, whoever's at her weight class peak now. I feel like the women are now more well-rounded.
Yeah, she was one-dimensional for sure. It looks like she's trying to make a comeback.
That's what I was going to say. I think I heard some rumors about her possibly coming back to the UFC, and that's the thing too. There's going to be ring rust. There's still going to be some highlight to her name, especially since she crossed over. She went WWE. She gained some more fans there, so maybe some of those come over with her too.
The play is she needs to go out and get Mackenzie. That's the play.
Yeah, and
then retire again, because Mackenzie, even though she does throw hands, she's not known for her hands.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that would be a legit, probably be hit the deck. And Mackenzie will let you take her down.
Right.
I think that if Ronda Rousey really, really wanted to make a splash back in MMA, and she really wanted to, if she called out Mackenzie Dern and said, I'm ready to come back, the pay-per-view sales would be intense. You could really market that fight. Both girls are attractive, whether you're attracted to Ronda or not. That's going to be there. I think that fight could really do well. If judo versus jiu-jitsu.
I agree with you, but I think you got to throw Ronda a tune-up fight first. You throw Ronda somebody to knock the ring rust off. Let's say Ronda has a dominant performance at that point. And then you get the she's back, fucking pop. And then you have her call out Mackenzie in the ring.
But you risk Ronda losing a tune-up, and you also risk Mackenzie not holding it. I don't. As much as I like Mackenzie Dern, I don't think she's a type of fighter who's going to hold the belt for 5 fights.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's what you're saying.
You gotta
or you get Ronda in there
that
now
one and just make it happen. You see all about making these crazy fights.
Right. What you do, you
jump
give
the line. Is there anybody really, really deserving? And I don't say, honestly, I'm probably misspeaking because I don't follow the women's divisions very strong. But that fight would, you know what I mean? You set it up for Super Bowl, or
I say you give Ronda a January tune-up fight, assuming she's going to win. I'm saying that they set up a tune-up fight for her. You know what I mean? And you do that in January, and then you have, let's say, a March card where you throw the two of them on that.
2 fights I want to see Ronda fight. I want to see her fight Mackenzie, and I want to see her fight Holly Holm again.
Didn't Holm retire, though?
You
don't know.
Bring her back.
No.
That's who beat you. You want that rematch? You want that rematch?
Yeah.
You want a couple commas in your account?
Right.
I don't know. I don't want to see her fight some young girl who's just all freaking that we don't know about, who's just going to beat Ronda. And I'm like, okay, well, we ruined that.
Right.
She's a cash cow. You call her what you want. She's a cash cow.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. It's just tough, man. There really isn't. There was a couple of years there where we had the we had Amanda Nunes, we had Claudia Gadelia, we
still have Amanda Nunes, right?
Yeah, she's coming back. We had Joanna, we had a couple of prominent female fighters. It wasn't like the men's division where it's you could go out of the top 15 and still find absolute monsters. They just haven't worked their way to the top yet. But for women's MMA, it pretty much, if you're not in the top, let's say 5, you're kind of not known because you're just not there. You know what I mean? Even the women in the top 5.
You're not even fighting in you're fighting. You're not where are you fighting?
Right.
Where are the people in the 20s fighting? Are they in UFC? Way undercard or what?
They're probably throwing them on the prelims the early prelims of the fight night cards.
Yeah.
The shit that nobody's already not watching anyway.
But imagine if, I don't know who the other girl, I just keep calling her Rob Schneider. Imagine if the other girl would have won and Mackenzie lost. None of these fights matter. We couldn't even talk about this. That's the importance of having Mackenzie win. That was so huge. That was such a huge win for women's MMA in the landscape that MMA is in right now. That was huge to me.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see what we got here. I mean, that's kind of that you wanted to talk about the B team thing. So from my understanding, obviously B team as we knew it has disbanded. Craig has taken the name B team so that when they split, he's like, you guys keep the gym, you guys keep the social media, you guys keep all that. They changed the name to Simple Man, which is the name based off of their podcast. And then Craig will take the YouTube for B Team and he will keep the B Team name, and he created a new B Team Instagram. So that's why they didn't change the name to the Simple Man Martial Arts or whatever on the B Team Instagram until Craig had created, and they worked with Meta to shift the name over to the new account. And then, so that's what they've done.
Okay.
So it's not like there's not a current new B Team. It's just Craig is using that name, and whether Craig starts another gym or something along those lines.
He's created the entity of it. So like he needs what he should have that. Right.
Right. I think it would be cool if Craig somehow I think Craig's biggest part of disbanding away from B Team was the fact that he was never around. You know, he's always traveling. So if Craig was able to snag a couple of not married, not in a relationship, prominent black belts with a, a positive, outlook on the future as far as like where they could end up in the competitive space, and had kind of like a nomad B Team where these guys travel with Craig, and it's just like, hey man, this is what you signed up for. We don't have a home per se. We just travel all over the world and train. One, that could be really cool from a training standpoint because you're always getting different looks. Yes. And you're always getting different outlet or different looks from different black belts from different gyms all over the world.
Kind of like touring like rock stars. We'll be in your city this week. And
yep. He could become
these are the dates. The train with us.
Like what is it, that baseball team, the Banana Slugs or whatever?
Yeah, the banana Savannah Bananas.
Yeah. Yeah, he could be like that of jiu-jitsu.
God, Kenny, why do people not fuck with us? They just steal our stuff, though. People steal our stuff. And it's all good. But like, why not just someone just hire us, dude? Where our ideas are so top tier. It's like top level.
Someone just sent me a meme right now.
I'm glad you're focused on the podcast, Kenny, and you're fucking so focused right now. This guy's looking at memes.
I was trying to go fucking look up our topics for the blue belt final chapter, but more forward. I'm gonna send this to you so you can see it while I'm looking at the blue belt stuff.
All right, let's see what. Jesus, dude. Is that Shafkat?
Yeah. No. The one-eyed. I think he's a Magomedov.
Oh. God, dude. Oh, man.
All right. So final installment of the blue belt kind of walkthrough here. This is kind of like the final segment, the last stretch, the home stretch before purple. We want to know, as a black belt, what Matt is looking for in a blue belt for criteria. And
I'm looking for, you're almost purple. I'm looking for probably like a real like hipster vibe, like a beard addiction. Like, oh, I'm starting to like grease my beard. I got a hard part in my head. Sometimes I don't wear a rash guard anymore. Stuff like that. I'm looking for
You're talking about in no-gi.
Yeah, I'm looking for questions like at the gym, like, hey, you use blue chew or do you use row? I'm looking for, you know what I mean? I'm looking for like a status on your social media accounts. Like, it's complicated. Stuff like that is kind of what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the guys, they show up early at the gym because during kids class, when adult class is about to start, but they're kind of there for like the second half of the kids class. They're just like peacocking around the gym. This is the blue belt era. This is the, like, I'm about to become a purple belt. I'm about to put my freaking spats on and join the pimp era. That's what I'm looking for. But like, in all seriousness, people who are almost purple belts, they know they're almost purple belts because they're getting purple belts in class, and they're officially part of the team. The dirty blues are like in all the jokes. They're part of the squad. They're like, you know what I mean? Like, and you're doing so good in class that like, it's almost undeniable that you need to be promoted. Like, hey man, I can't have this dirty blue putting the smoke on me like this. I got to change that belt. So that is what you're looking for as a black belt. You're like, okay, this guy, like, he's not a fun role anymore. He knows what he's doing. He's got good base. Like, I got to like take it serious. And you're looking at the professor like, hey, change this fucking guy's belt because this is not fun. It's not fun losing to a blue belt. And this guy makes rounds tough, especially the bigger weight guys.
Would you say that early blues show up early to class because they're still excited about jiu-jitsu and they just got their blue belt and all that? Later blues show up, or dirty blues show up later or early to class because they want to talk to the moms in the moms class, and purple belts are late to class because they're talking to the moms in the parking lot during warm-ups.
Kenny, you nailed it on the antidote. You got it all, you've got it all locked in. I don't make this stuff up. It does it itself. Look in your class, dude. Look in your class and just look how the purple belts carry themselves. That's all I'm saying.
I made a post. They're funny as jokes because there's truth to it.
I made on Threads. If you want to follow me there, go ahead. I made something that said, ladies, take that blue belt seriously. Men don't fall in love if it turns purple. Take that blue belt serious. Men don't fall in love when it turns purple. That's what I put on Threads. You follow me there. I say some stupid shit on there.
You got to snag them before they're purple.
You got to lock them in before it turns purple, girls.
Otherwise, you're just getting two years of an absolute hellraiser.
I remember being a blue belt, though. I love blue belt. I loved everything about being blue belt. I was so excited to get my blue belt. I've cried when I got my blue belt. I didn't care. Once I was blue belt, I was like, I don't care. I could be blue belt forever. A blue belt, like, I was never sick of it. I was like, yeah, I come into class, people underestimate me. I get to like ruin upper belts days. I go home, they beat me like they're supposed to. It was like the most freeing belt to me. Yeah. Like, I was just like, aha, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like, I roll the black belt, like, how long is this? When I was a blue belt, like, other black, I see, like, after I roll them, lab black was be talking on the side, like, how long has he been training? Or I can hear him, like, I'm rolling on the side, like, man, that guy's pretty good for a blue belt. What's going on? I love that. Blue belt was like great.
I think part of it is that when you are a blue belt, most people don't understand the way, because every martial art has a colored belt system. Not every, but most, and they're all over the place. It's not like they all match up. You know what I mean? So like in Taekwondo, blue belt is like the fourth belt.
Yeah.
But in jiu-jitsu, it's the second. So it's like when somebody asks you, when your coworker's like, oh, you do jiu-jitsu? What belt are you? And you're like, oh, I'm a blue belt. That doesn't mean anything. You might as well have said black belt because all they know is white and black and some stuff in between. So saying white belt is you get
white and black. Those are the ones.
Yeah, white belt, you get a little embarrassed. You know what I mean? Blue belt, you can say that with confidence. If you say it with confidence, they're just like, oh, damn, he's a blue belt. Now, the only thing that's going to impress them more than, because if you said blue or if you said purple, you said brown, literally that means nothing to them. It's just a color and you're not white. If you say black belt, then they're like, oh shit, don't fuck with that guy. So yeah, I get that. I get that feeling. It's the relief of saying I'm not a white belt anymore.
No. No, I mean, that white belt, once you get rid of that white belt, guys, once you get rid of that white belt, you're just, it's just smooth sailing. Injuries are coming. Yeah. But hey, life is good.
I would say as a dirty blue, as like a reflection of the last 2 years, because it's been a while, but it also, I mean, I remember just getting my blue belt, you know, that's when the pod started. I got my blue belt like a month before the pod started. There's definitely been some like breakthroughs in my jiu-jitsu as far as just like, I guess my ability to like process things that are being taught to me is a little quicker now. Also, like when my professor shows me something, I'm attaching it to something that I already know. You know what I mean? Because I already have like an understanding of like, oh, like I'll be watching. I'm like, oh shit, I get it that from side control too. You know, whereas like as a white belt, you don't hardly know anything at all. So you're just like, okay, I just have to. You're like you're analyzing every single movement because you have to. You don't understand any movements. As a blue belt, I already understand what a good side control is and what good pressure is and framing and all that stuff. So it's just like I can as that's being taught, it's like, okay, yeah, do that. I already know that. Okay, and then here's what I don't know, and now I just have to focus on the little things of that movement to teach myself the move because I already know everything up to that point or like the setup for it. It's like, okay, I get that setup. I do that setup for this all the time. And now I'm just switching it and going the opposite direction and that kind of a thing. So like, I feel like my learning speed has increased because I'm not having to learn everything. I'm only learning the new thing.
I think your learning speed increases because, like you said, you take smaller pictures of the move. So when you first start at white belt, you're looking at the whole move, every step, every move, every this, every that. Like Kenny says, once you've found it and you know this move already, you're looking at the small details of every little move because your muscle memory already knows how to do most of it on its own. And you're like, oh, he's putting his hand there.
Right.
I'm going to try that. Oh, the little intricacies of each move is what you start to like really download. And I think you start doing that at Dirty Blue. So I think it's a perfect segue for that. I think you start focusing on the little details, more of the details than the whole move as a broad. I think that is a huge thing at Blue Belt.
I feel like too, as a Dirty Blue, as somebody going into purple, I feel like try to understand, listeners, what I'm saying here. I'm not saying that as a Dirty Blue, you've seen every jiu-jitsu move. What I'm saying is you've seen a big chunk of jiu-jitsu at this point in your life. So now, as a purple, you're kind of circling back and you're like filling in the gaps on all those things that you learned the first time around, the second time around. It's like, okay, yeah, we have gone over this before. And it's like you're having those epiphany moments now. And you're going to start having more of those because it's hard to have an epiphany when like you're being overloaded with information that you've never heard before. It's like hard. What am I supposed to grasp out of this? You know what I mean? Like what am I listening to that's going to be my aha moment? Because it's all an aha moment at that point. I don't know shit. But as a Dirty Blue or like an early purple, it's just like, okay, you've had the roadblocks where you've tried the move and you've like you thought you mostly got through it, and then all of a sudden it felt clunky because you didn't have a grip right, or you didn't have you weren't based on your elbow, or you didn't remember like during the sweep to pull their sleeve forward because you're trying to pull their body over you so that they're easier to toss over. Little things like that. And as a white belt or an early blue belt, it's like you don't really know, you don't understand all that yet because you haven't gone through that movement enough to have that aha moment and that epiphany break. But as a later blue, you'll have those more. And I think that's where
blue belts are obnoxious little second graders. And what I mean by obnoxious little second graders are when you're a white belt and you're learning how to tie your shoes, you don't know how to do it. You know the concept of tying your shoes, make a loop, swoop it around, go through the hole, pull it through, bunny ears, what other skill set you've been taught how to do it. you've learned that, you know, the concept of why you need to tie your shoes, the importance of it, but you miss a lot and you can't figure it out. And your body doesn't do your fingers don't do what you want it to do. Mm-hmm. That's white belt. When you're a blue belt, you know how to tie your shoes now. You're slow at it, but you know it and you know how to do it. And when you're a dirty blue, you're pretty good at it. But what happens when your shoe comes untied at a sporting event and you're playing games and you have to tie your shoe, you get rushed. And when you rush a dirty blue belt and you put the pressure on them and you have to do it fast, hurry, tie your shoe. Your shoe fell off. You miss. You're not good at doing it fast. So that's the thing. You know how to do it now, but you can't do it quickly. And then when you get in the purple belts, you're a shoe tire and you're a teenager. And then that's coming. You're teenage belts, basically. And then you become, you know, first girlfriend brown belt, and you become a married black belt, and you're just chilling and you're looking for little stuff on the side, maybe, but you know what I mean? Like, you're not like trying to ruin your whole life. And it's just a whole school analogy. I just thought of it right now, but that's the belt system, guys.
I just the fucking tying shoe things. I'm getting my ADHD is taking off right now. And all I picture is like that, but as adults. Where you're just like, when you're like in kindergarten, you learn how to tie your shoes. You walk around, and you tell everybody that you meet at school that you know how to tie your shoes now because it's a fucking big deal. I know how to tie my shoes. You want to see me tie my shoes? I know how to tie my shoes.
And I do jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
You know how to do jiu-jitsu? I do jiu-jitsu.
And so I just remember I put that in my head like it's like a 35-year-old man that just runs up. He's like, I know how to tie my shoes now. You want to see me tie my shoes?
You guys know how to do a scissor sweep? I can do a scissor sweep.
My mom says I'm really strong.
Oh man. Like my side part. What kind of beard oil you use?
So at this point though, would you say that as a guy that's on the cusp of that purple, that, you know, you're, because you've always said before that like purple is the first advanced belt. So are we talking now advanced fundamentals? Like now you get to start doing the kind of creative stuff. It's like
dirty blues have found, I think dirty poos. That's different. Dirty blues have found their game. Dirty blues, they know what they like to play, whether it's half or they know what they're attempting at purple belt is going to be their thing. They've kind of found it. Like, and so they're probably pretty good at that thing already. And they always try to get there, whatever it may be. And then when you're purple belt, I say you are a black belt at some stuff. So that thing, you're like, oh, he's pretty good at it. If he gets you in half guard, like you're going to have to work to get out of it. Or if he gets in side control or whatever he's proficient at, or his favorite thing is, if he gets you there, you're in trouble. So yeah, some dirty blues, Kenny, you're dirty blue and one of the dirtiest. You are very good at half guard. You're very good at half guard on your opponent's right leg. That is a problem. Like, so like if you get someone there, you're comfortable there. Mm-hmm. You're fairly confident. Like, I'm pretty good here. I'm good chance I could maybe get this sweep here. I guarantee it. Every time Kenny gets there and he gets on their opponent's right leg and he's deep half and he's under hook, he's like, oh dude, I got you in my stuff. And he gets to X. Like, that's what he wants to do. He's very proficient there. So at some stuff, he's very high level. He's probably I would say he's probably a pretty solid brown belt at half guard. But the other stuff just needs to catch up.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's, I would say that when I roll with somebody new that I've never rolled with before, and we end up like in a guard situation, like let's see. And this is something that I kind of took from you. Like, I don't mind being on bottom. Because for so long, I did hear you just ended up on top, so it's hard to get you off, thing. To where now it's just like, look, I don't mind ending up on bottom and you in my half guard because I'm probably going to sweep you. And now when I'm on top, you're probably going to have a real issue getting me off. And then there is no, there's no question. Did I win that round? So.
Yeah. I feel like you have huge important thing that people need to do in jiu-jitsu is they need to just embrace what they are. Don't be something you're not. So many times I don't want to smash guys. I don't want to be big. I want to show that I can do this. Just do what your body wants you to do. Like, I want a half guard sweep. You go into a round like, I'm looking for a half guard sweep. Well, what if he's not offering the half guard sweep? Find something else. Developing your game is becoming well-rounded. How you become well-rounded is you just take what the opponent gives you. If he's going to let me mother's milk him again, I will gladly mother's milk you again.
Right.
If you're going to give me your arm every time, I will take it. Whatever you give, I take. The grades can make you give what you don't want to. But when you're first starting off as a dirty blue, as an early purple, what your opponent offers is what you accept. Now, you don't accept bad positions, obviously, but like, if he's like, lets me half guard sweep him, I'm going to half guard sweep him. His job to adjust. Like, right. Do you want to win or not? Like, you know what I mean? If he always lets you get the underhook, take the underhook. Don't, I want a choi bar. I want a choi bar. You can work those on white belts, but like, I'm talking about if you're trying to win, take what you want. He's giving you the underhook. Why are we going? Why are we trying to get a choi bar when you could just stay on the underhook and come up to the dogfight?
Yeah, that is definitely my mindset a lot in roles now. I think because it's too like, okay, I rolled no-gi this week. I rolled with a guy I've never even seen before. I could definitely tell that while we were doing our drilling, that he's not new. You know, I don't know what belt he would be, but he's definitely grappled before. And not just like wrestled, like he's done jiu-jitsu. But I could tell that like, okay, this guy's, he's not a brown belt. He's not a purple belt. He might be a blue belt, you know, early blue belt, something like that. But I didn't know. And when it came time to roll, he was like, we were first round. He's like, you want to roll? I was like, yeah, sure. Okay. And it was like, again, I was a little cautious or apprehensive in the beginning, but I wasn't. Let's not be spazzy. Let's not just try to run through our whole game. Let's just see what this guy has. We obviously started standing. You know, we're hand fighting. He's going heavy clubbing, trying to grab collar or collar tie. And at that point, I think I grabbed a wrist and I grabbed his collar and I just fell back into half and pulled him into half guard because I'm just like, I don't want to. Like, this guy may have some.
You're in a small gym. You know what I mean? Like,
he's a larger guy too. Like, he's not a tall guy, but he was probably, I don't know, I'd say 2 to 215-ish, a little shorter than me. So like, built like a pit bull, though, like not much of a neck, like stocky.
Like a stale chicken nugget.
So when I did, I pulled him into half, and I could tell he was trying to smash the knee shield because I was trying to play traditional half at first, and then I wrapped up the lockdown, which he didn't feel, and I was up under his trying to go to dogfight position, and he was trying to whizzer and smash it down, and that's when I dove for the leg and I did my sweep or whatever. And once I swept him, because he was a rounder guy, it was more difficult to hold that kind of side control because he does have the space there to try and like reach under and and he's strong too, so he could like try to bench me up. So it was real, like I had to make sure that I had a hook under the head, a hook under the hips. Yeah, exactly. And I did all that, and I was cooking him a little bit, but I'm like, he's got some skill here. I can't rush this. I have to cook this guy. I've got to wear him out to where I take his explosive power away.
Do you think your gi training has helped that?
100%. 100%. I will say that I like that side control pressure run that you showed at I was doing it already before you showed it because of you, but that you showed at Jimmy Tats and Checkmat Corona. But in no-gi, because I love prom-night grip, I don't like knee on belly generally. But the prom-night grip changed that for me. Knee on belly felt really risky before prom-night grip. And once I learned prom-night grip, I'm like, oh, you're fucked, you know? I've gotten guys to tap with that. So it's like in no-gi, I'll still do it, but I know that I'm like, this is just a quick move so I can drop right back into side control and just kind of like, just to change it up a little bit. But I did that. I ran through all that, and it got to the point where I wore him out enough to where he turned away from me. And then I was able to come up to S mount, and I got the deep hook. And right as I was about to fall back, or I was falling back for the armbar, the bell rang. I was like, fuck. But I was,
hey man, good shit. Great.
But what I'm getting at it, with that whole long-winded rant was, as a dirty blue, I know what my game is, and I'm comfortable enough to allow somebody else to play their game first, so I can kind of get a peek at what they do before I just go right into mine. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, and I can kind of feel them out, like as a grappler, like where their skill set is at, or where they're like, how you can feel how confident somebody is when you're
downloading them. It's not a flow roll, but you're downloading them. It's crazy when you can grab somebody and download them. That's why I try to tell people, don't, especially bigger guys. I was like, do not let them download your power. And this is with anything in jiu-jitsu. If you're a fast guy, if you're flexible, whatever you have, don't, especially power, do not let your opponent download your power. If you lock up with somebody and you go 8th grade slow dance, forehead to forehead, and you're just, they're like, whoa, shit, this guy's fucking strong. Like, man. So now when you need it later and you need to like maybe shuck them off of side control or do an explosive movement, they already felt it in the first 10 seconds how strong you are. You're not going to surprise them. If you come in in the stand-up game and you're like collar tying, but you're like kind of just flowing with it, like not really feeling them, and then all of a sudden, boom, you throw that's what I do. It's not like I'm not pushing on you. It's not hard. It almost feels like I'm not doing anything at all. And then the power I do possess, I explode the pass. I explode this knee on belly. I explode to defend, to, you know what I mean? To takedowns. If you download it early, when I go for the explode, you felt it already. I might not work because they've already felt it. Like, oh, this guy's strong. He's going to throw me. And then now I go to throw and they're ready for it. But if I kind of lazy, I don't play strong, like, then I take them by surprise.
It's like trying to lapel drag somebody when you've grabbed the lapel and you're giving them the tugs. You haven't actually.
Like, oh shit.
Yeah. And it's just like, so it's like by the time you come to lapel drag them, if you've basically dick teased them with the fucking tugs, you're probably not going to take them down because they already know to fight it. You know what I mean? But if you have your hands on lapel and you're just kind of playing around and whatnot, and then you give them a big lapel drag, they weren't expecting that. You know what I mean? They didn't know how much power you had there, and you know their face might go into the mat. So
exactly. So like, you don't let them download your skills. And when you just like going with that guy at first, you're downloading him. Like, okay, he's pretty strong. He's here. He's this. So you were assessing the situation. You weren't just getting to your stuff because you saw he's a bigger guy. I got to take him serious. I can't just go to my stuff and show it to him and him not ready for it and him beat it right away. I got to make sure I can get to my stuff by downloading what he's trying to do. Oh, this is what he's trying to do. He's just trying to knee cut. Okay, let me get to here. Let me get to here. Let me get to the lockdown.
What I've started to do too, I've gotten to the point where if I get to side control or I get to mount, where I'm good enough at balancing now for the most part that I don't need to necessarily bury somebody under pressure. So the first time we roll, I might just keep that dominant position without really like giving them all the smoke. And then after I get a tap, then we go back for the second round. And then I give them the same experience, but now you get it all the way. So now you do get me at side control with all the pressure, and it's different. It's much different than the first time. And you can even hear, and they're like, oh fuck, like there's a noticeable difference. It's before
I think that changes at higher belt. At higher belt, I'll do the exact opposite. At higher belt, I will beat him quick and then roll with them the second time. That okay, here now try this, now try that.
Right.
And I kind of help them through. But
Yeah, well, you're trying to help people. I'm not trying to help anybody.
No, fuck no, you're not. Hell no, I'm just trying to freaking belt up over here.
Yeah, the first time I want to show you that, like, oh, I've got good balance, and it's legit jujitsu and technique. The second time I want to show you that I can make it hell. Yeah. I can do the same thing, and you thought it sucked the first time. It's going to suck more now, and I'm going to do the same exact thing, just shittier.
Yeah. God, I love jujitsu, man. Fuck. Hope you're ready, Mom. Hope you're ready.
Is it this week?
It's tomorrow. Yeah. Good times.
I think somebody said something to that. It's either in the questions or something like that, but they're just like, don't be the guy that tries to fuck Matt's mom up. Like,
yeah. Make sure you put up after that too. Okay. That could have been real bad if you just said, don't be the guy trying to F my aunt's mom. Yeah. Don't do that either. Both, guys. Leave my moms alone. She's a beautiful woman. No, my guys are cool. I had multiple people DM me this week offering their gym to my mother, saying that like they have a good women's program and where the area she lives, so that was pretty cool.
See, we got some listener questions here. Oh, that was last night. Here we go.
My mom knocked me out when I was a kid, man.
Knocked you out?
She head kicked me. Boom. I was dumb, though. I was a dumb kid. She's like, I'm going to try to kick your head and get just close enough. Like the sensei, we're in karate. So I'm going to try to get like how he gets really close to your face and just I'm going to try to do that. And she freaking just crow-copped me, dude. Just knocked me clean, dude. I just remember pulling me. She grabbed me under the pits. I was 8 and she was pulling me back. And like I just remember waking up and seeing my feet dragging. I'm like, holy dude, my mom straight. We didn't go to karate that day. We went home. Knocked me unconscious. First concussion. Thanks, Mom.
Setting the tone.
Tomorrow, I get it back.
Hey, remember when you knocked me out when I was 8?
This is the time.
Neon belly.
Oh, dude. Just pressure tap my mom. Oh, God.
First question from Bayer. The new BJJ gym I follow on IG calls it degrees when they give white belts a stripe.
I mean, it's degrees at black belt for sure. Most academies just call it 2-stripe, 3-stripe, 4-stripe until you get to black belt, and then you go 1st degree, 2nd degree, 3rd degree, whatever, and so on. But I mean, if you want to call it, if calling yourself a 2-stripe, a 2nd degree white belt makes you feel better, then just do whatever you want. But it's just a benchmarker for, like we've said many times, it's just a benchmarker for the coach to see how close he thinks you are.
Right. J. Rod McAllister, what is the best practice for new gym owners to pay their coaches? I don't fucking know.
I don't know, Zell.
I don't know. I don't know. Are we 1099 in here? Are you filling out a W-4? Like
the best practice to pay like his instructors?
I think he's saying like, yeah. Like if you own the school and you've got like your poncho and you're paying Phil.
I think it matters how much value that guy brings to your gym.
Right. Is this his full-time job? Is this a supplemental income? Like, is he
just teaching one class a week? Is he teaching 2 classes a week? Is he like really like
students? Do you have 50
Are you not
students?
a black belt and he is the black belt? So he is the face of your academy? Like, it all depends on. Yeah,
there's a lot.
What he brings to the value, just like in any job, the value that person brings to your gym. Does he have a whatever? Does he like bring a lot of people to you? Does he have a lot of reach? Like, it all matters on what the guy gets, I guess. I mean, you're going to have to play that out as the owner. You're going to have to play that out yourself. But I don't know. I don't want to talk prices on what people get paid. I just don't want to do that.
Yeah, no, I got it. Yeah, I really think that that's something like any business owner, you're going to have to sit down and see, what that position is worth to you.
And obviously, and what your budget can allow it to be.
Right.
Usually that professor will have his prices. He's not going to be like, yeah, I'll just whatever. And if you are, don't do that. Put value in your skills that you've acquired. If you're a black belt, a legit one, and some guys don't put your price point, what you think you're worth.
Well, that's any job.
And then,
that's any,
and then they'll find a middle ground. Hey, I want to pay you this, but well, can I get this? Oh, how about this? Okay.
Yeah. But aside, I don't ever talk about it. I work in the collision industry for automotive collision. I know if I left my company today, I already have a number in my head. Like, I won't work for less than this, period. Now there's other things that I could factor into it. Like, what are the benefits, things like that. But like the company I work at now, like I know what I make now, I know what I bring to the table, and I know what my benefits package is with my current company. So like I have a number in my head, so I think that it's probably tough. And because I remember when I first got into the industry, I didn't know what people in my industry made. And it was kind of like leaving it up to my employer to kind of like dictate that, which I learned after like 10 years in the industry. I was really shooting myself in the foot because I was finding out later on what other people were making. And I was making substantially less than I should have been. Like my first 10 years in the industry, making a lot, like a third of what I should have been making. Which is crazy to think, So,
it's like that one meme where that guy's like, "What? We're getting paid? You guys are getting paid?"
Yeah. That's how it felt. That's totally how it felt. I remember the first time I went from when I left my first shop and I went to my second shop, like I took what they initially offered me, which they were totally lowballing, but it was so much more than what I was making that I was so happy, But what I didn't know is the guy sitting next to me at the new place that was doing the same job that I was doing was making almost double what I was making. And I'm like, you're telling me that I could have been making 80 to 100K instead of like 35K?
Yeah.
Like that was a real fucking eye opener. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
I bet.
And if I could go back and tell my younger self, like, hey man, like you understand your value a lot more than you do currently, and you'll make more
Black belts
money.
need to understand their value and what they bring to the table. And as a business owner, you got to know you got to assess the value that black belt brings to you. That's the answer.
Right. This question here is from In Moose Keys. If your co-host got bit on the dick by a venomous snake, would you ...
Well, as a long lifetime player of the Oregon Trail, that's been debunked, Nate. You can't suck the poison out. So sorry, Kenny.
I'm glad that you're saying that.
Why is your dick out, Kenny?
Around a snake?
Yeah. That's some no-gi shit's going on over here.
I saw a meme last week and it said
he does wear like 3-inch inseam shorts. I don't even know what inseam shorts you wear.
The ones I'm wearing right now I think they're probably 3.
But I definitely have boxer shorts that would peek out the bottom if I wore those shorts over them.
Yeah. These shorts, the shirts I'm currently wearing have an inner liner for the sack.
So you just no underwear underneath?
Yeah, they're like built. So if almost like swim trunks, but they're not swim trunks. It's not netting. If that inner liner was not netting, there,
dude, we all know the gayest thing I've ever done.
Yeah. If that inner liner was not there, my piece would fall out of the shorts for sure.
Maybe sending that guy that text that might be top the gayest thing I've ever done.
I don't know, man. Having a picture of another of your homie's dick on your phone and sending that out to the ladies as the dick pic.
It was good. It's a good. The kid had a root on him,
and your uncut friend doing it as well makes it even.
And it was
funnier.
like on the old school phones too, like the little like singular wireless fucking flippy. Yeah, so we just it was like kind of like small
and blurry.
Yeah,
Super. Pixelated Dicks, episode 3.
It's like half a squeeze it, dude.
I'm glad you went with that answer because I was going to say, as much as I love you, Matt, you're a 41-year-old man with 2 children. Your dick is, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Stick's been through it, dude.
Yeah. I saw a meme earlier this week and it says, did you know that pigeons die after sex? And the other part of the meme was like, how do you know that? Or no, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. And then he goes, I've just fucked it up. Never mind.
Wah, wah, wah. Dude, I get like, do you think bees know they die if they sting you?
I think so.
They're just dead about it. Like,
yeah,
like imagine if like you punch somebody, like you would fucking die. I'm like, all right, dude, I don't want to punch you. I'm trying to live.
Right. I think they
These
do
bees
know.
are just,
yeah, because they're. Yeah, I think they do. I think they do. I think it's like because when they talk about, you know, the phrase like hive mentality, like they think it's a collective hive, not as an individual entity.
Okay. Like I get why the praying mantis, like he's like, dude, I'm gonna hook up with this female praying mantis and then she's gonna kill me, but I ain't ever got laid before. Like I don't care. If someone would have told me in like 1992, like, hey, your boy was like ready. Like I was like 13 and I was ready to go, dude. I was like, all I cared about was last button Sports Center, last button. You don't want to know what was on there, mom. Last button Sports Center. I was like ready. If they would have said, hey, Pam Anderson right now, the problem is afterwards you die. Maybe I would have been like, no, obviously, but I wouldn't have said no right away.
You'd probably
like, what a way to go.
Can I be honest with you? When I was when I lost my virginity and I was 13, I remember for like the next few weeks freaking out, being like, and I wore a condom. I'm like, what if she has AIDS? They say that you don't find out if you cannot find out if you have AIDS for up to 10 years. I might not even know if I'm going to die from AIDS for 10 years from now, just from what I doing what I just did right now. What, can I not have sex with anybody else for 10 years because I might possibly give them AIDS?
Wire brush, dude.
Bro, freaking out. I thought it was a death sentence for like a good.
So you had 13. I was 14.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been the same day, Kenny.
Yeah. No. Because when you were 14, I would have been 15. Because I'm a year older than you.
Yeah,
younger.
That's backwards. You're right. Yeah. I was 12.
Yeah.
And when I was 12, I was just playing NBA Live 95, dude. All day, every day.
Next question here we got is from Ecantu. Do you think removing coaches from adult divisions helps or hurts the sport?
Like coaching? Like
sideline coaching from
it hurts. It hurts.
Hurts the sport or hurts the... I mean, I know obviously it would hurt the athlete, but does it hurt the sport?
You think I should just go out there free balling it in solo? I don't think anybody should do that. I think it's good to have like a support team, a team coaching, like someone with outside eyes. Now, I mean, you could listen and download information from the other guys, but I think no, man, I like coaches.
Fair.
About you?
I think it would be from adult divisions. So not from kids, not from...
I mean, when your black belt coach is fighting, right? There's a lot of times he don't have a coach. His team's just watching.
Right.
Because you can't coach him. He's your coach. You know what I mean? So I see that a lot. But I've seen Leo coach Poncho and stuff. I just think it's pretty cool. Like to see Poncho looking at somebody, taking like information in from somebody. Like he's like Poncho's in someone's guard and he's looking over at Leo and Leo's yelling at him. And I'm like, whoa, dude. Like to see him from that side, I think it's pretty cool to see that like even the guy that I always look to is looking at somebody else for information. Like
which I think just even saying that right there, I think that's a cool way to look at jiu-jitsu. Like you never, like here's this black belt that's been a black belt for longer than Matt's been doing jiu-jitsu, and even he has shed his ego enough to listen to another coach give him information. You know what I mean? Yeah, that is cool. I agree. and that you never stop learning, that you don't have.
See, I would listen to my guys though. Like I would, like if I was rolling and like you or somebody was like his guard's open. Like, do I know more than you guys? Yeah. Right now I do. You guys will know as much as me someday. But like, they're like, man, his guard's open. His guard's open. His guard's open. Like I would do that. Or like, if I didn't have the underhook and you're like, get the underhook. I'd listen. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I just coaching from the outside, like having outside eyes, have someone give you a bird's eye perspective. I think it makes the jiu-jitsu better.
We got a question for this right here from Mark Lagac. Says, would you rather tell a homeless person that your water pressure in your shower sucks, or tell someone with no legs or that's in a wheelchair that you get it because your legs will fall asleep sometimes?
Oh, dude. Come on, bro. Homeless people for sure.
Matt doesn't like homeless people.
Homeless, that's a no-brainer. It's not that I don't like homeless people. I don't
you just
hate on someone who's going through it. Life is hitting them hard. Like, that's horrible. I have more empathy for the disabled homeless.
Okay.
Than I do for young homeless.
Yeah.
That's it. We had a bad experience with a homeless guy one time. We'll just leave it there. let's leave it at that. I'm fine though.
I would say the homeless person. I feel like not all, but the majority of homeless people are homeless because of drug abuse and poor financial decisions, not because their life fell apart with things that were outside of their control. Somebody that is in a wheelchair, has no legs. I mean, they might have been drinking and driving, got into a car accident and lost their legs, but that's probably a very small percentage. You know what I mean? So if somebody's lost their fucking legs, it's probably for a really fucked up reason, or maybe even a noble reason. You know, maybe
I do feel bad for the homeless people's animals though.
Yeah. Some of them, dude. But sometimes I see homeless people with like a dog and they really like are taking care of their dog. You know what I mean? Like the dog doesn't look mangy and shit. And sometimes I'm like that dog is probably like loved and cherished. And like, that's the one thing that homeless guy has left. You know what I mean? And you can just, the dog looks fed and, you know, doesn't look like it's starving. And the dog like they're trained. They're like off the leash at his feet, that kind of a thing. It's just like, sometimes I see that and I'm just like, it's not the most ideal condition. It's not the most ideal condition.
And I look at my dog. He's just like, I try to tell my dog all the time, like, listen, Crawley. I say, there are dogs out there sleeping on the curb. And you're in here in your little kennel, chewing on my shit, living a sweet life, not respecting me, not coming when I tell you to come. You know what I mean? He has no idea. A coyote's just yelping. They got the kitten across the street. You're just in here chilling. Wolf DNA so far gone that it's like disgusting.
That's one of my favorite memes is like it's something about wolf DNA, and then you have this fucking like a picture of a pug, and you're just like, what the fuck? D Falcon 217, Matt, what do you call a man without a beard? A woman. I see there's some facial hair.
Look, guys, this is like what I was going for. This is probably what it's going to look like. Okay. It's not going to be as smooth shaven as it was. Okay.
I did that for a long time.
We meet in the middle.
What you're doing right now, just the permanent 5 o'clock shadow. I did that for a long time, for like probably a couple of years.
Yeah. I just, the too much. I'm not saying I won't go back to that, but it's just, I don't like it. It was a lot of gray. There's still gray here, but it's like little, you know, like that's what I want. I got bored, man. Who knows what I'm going to do with my hair next? Who knows? I thought about growing it long again. I don't know, man. You start losing weight. You start throwing around ideas and shit. You start dropping pounds. I'm like, what am I going to do now? Neck tattoo? I don't know, dude. Who knows?
Fucking neck tattoo.
Just right here. Got to be on this side, though, because it's podcast side. Everything.
Pharaoh Fades, you ever meet a white belt with purple belt Riz?
Yeah.
Me. Really? You?
Myself. Yeah, I was that guy. But it was gym Riz. It was steroids and bad
Yeah.
Bad guy. Not a nice guy.
I've never met a white belt with purple belt Riz, but I do know a blue belt with purple belt Riz.
Yeah. Yeah. We know that guy.
Ghost
can really handle the wood is what I hear. Bonjour, dude.
Will Slim Thick Matt finally do the ice bath now that he can fit in the tub comfortably? Hey, my ice bath is big enough for Matt to fit at any time.
Hey, man, I could have fit. I ain't afraid to get the titties in there, dude.
Yeah. The last one falls on me when he was over here for episode 100. I just didn't have that shit cleaned out. Now my wife's trying to get me to get rid of it. No, I'm good.
I know.
Look, I spent so much fucking money. I have the cooler and all that shit. I spent so much money on that. I'm not going to just give it up because I'm.
Look, I know. Look, this is the thing. I know. Self-made. That's where I've been working out. They have an ice bath.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to, guys. I just don't want to. Just so anti ice bath, and I'm dead to know that probably would help me tremendously. But I'm I don't even know why I'm doing this.
The other
I'm
day,
working out so hard.
The other day, Matt tells me he bought Battlefield and he downloaded it. I was like, "Hey, you gonna get on the game?" He's just like, "I just got home from the gym with JB. My legs are toast." And I'm like, "You're gonna sit on the couch, like this Battlefield. This is perfect for Battlefield. You don't need to move."
Sounds exhausting.
OF the Bull.
Night. It was fun last night. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. That was fun last night, though.
Did you get in the helicopter with Yeti at all?
I didn't.
Oh, you got the way he flies that thing is fucking insane, dude.
It's like he's like Christian Grey, and I'm like Anastasia. He's just gonna take me on a ride and just like
he's gonna
change my life.
Yeah,
I didn't know a guy could get wet. Yeah, here I am. My M16.
OF the Bull, not a question, but a request. You and Chujitsu should do a super fight. That'd be real firme.
Ooh, Nick Aben, Chujitsu. Hey, I've been watching him since I was like a blue belt. He's very, very good and more credentialed than me. I think he's got a Masters World title under his belt. But that'd be fun. I'd do it. Whatever, man. It's just Jiu-Jitsu. Let's freaking get weird.
Last question of the pod, Nader, Nevada. When y'all bringing me on so we can talk big shit?
Oh man, but hey, Nader, what are we gonna talk about though, bro? That's what I want to know. Like, are you gonna
Matt and I get requests all the time for that people that want to come onto the pod, via email, via DM, all that shit. And I always and Matt always we turn them down because we always say like we don't interview people, like it's just not what our pod is. But I would fucking totally have Nader on the pod. And here's why. He's not just some random guy. Like Matt and I both know him. We've met him face to face. He's rolled
like the
with
Dos
him.
Equis guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. Nader is the most interesting man in Las Vegas for sure. Yeah, 100%. And I think, and he's just a good dude. I've had like serious conversations with him. I've had bullshit conversations.
Like 90% of our conversations we have with him is like, "Good, this is off the record, right?" And then he tells us some crazy story, and me and Kenny are like, "What? What?"
Yeah,
so
he posted something yesterday. It was just like him driving in a car with. I'm like, "Is that fucking Rick Ross in your car?" And then he sends me like 2 more pictures with Rick Ross. I'm like, "You can't just casually flex." Just hanging out with Rick Ross this weekend. Not like I met Rick Ross and took a picture with him at a show. Like,
no, it's like his homie.
Yeah. I'm like, fucking wild. He goes, "It's a light flex." I'm like, what the fuck?
Just post like random street fights of him and
yeah. He told us that story. And then like 6 months later, the video is where the
pops
dude
up, dude.
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck?
Just Ferrari, Lamborghini, fucking, or did you get a helicopter? I'm like, oh yeah, you do.
Like one of the first stories that Nader told me, I was just like, it's unbelievable. Like, there's fucking no way. And then the video pops up and I'm like, hey, I'm
he just tells you casually.
Yeah.
And then he starts rolling.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I ain't questioning shit that guy says again. Like I believe it.
I would 100%. He'd be fun. He'd be fun to have on there. We got to set that up. We'll set it up. We should do it next time we go to PGF though. And we'll do it live.
Yeah.
And I think that'd be good. We all sit down, you know what I mean? Dude, like he made me so ashamed of myself. Like, not like I'm a pretty confident guy. We go to PGF and I sit there and I got my fake fucking watch and my fake chain. And I'm sitting there and he just looks like a Wakanda. Like he has like this chain. It's like not fake. just
No.
shiny. I'm just like, fuck, dude. I said, you know what?
let me throw
I
the
just said,
Jackson
it's
in the
better
shirt.
off when the camera comes around. It's better off to have this bitch tucked in right now. Because this guy's just Gucci glasses. I'm like, I got Oakleys on. I'm like, fuck, dude.
Yeah. Actually, he wasn't the last question. The last one is from Life 8589. Just moved to Menifee. Which checkmat is better, Murietta or Menifee?
Both good. Both instructed by same guys at this current time. But if you want to roll with me, I'm only one place. That's Checkmat Murrieta. But you can't go wrong with either. I would say Murrieta is the staple of the area when it comes to checkmat. Like that's the biggest one that you're going to get the most smoke. You'll probably get the most development with more high level guys like breaking down your game and helping you with certain stuff. Menifee is growing pretty big. There's a bunch of checkmats in the area, but you can't go wrong with Murrieta. It's only a couple more minutes up the road.
Yeah, it's like probably 15 minutes apart.
Come train with me. Come on, man. What are you doing? I roll with him before. It was fun times. Did you not have fun? Dude? Fucking come roll with us. Team No Sleep, taking over the world, dude. We're the heartbeat. Team No Sleep is the heartbeat of the gym. We set the tone. I had somebody in, I went to watch my kid at night class. Some kid was like, man, he's like, man, your Team No Sleep photos, dude. Like, we really got to step the game up for the gym. Like, I tell the night guys, we got to take more pics. The whole vibe, dude.
Yep.
I don't know how to say it. Shout out to Poncho. Shout out to everybody on Team No Sleep. Shout out to everybody I can't explain the bond and the team vibe that team has, but it's like Sandlot. It's like somebody moved away. Someone just fills a spot. Like, it's like in the game never ends. Like, it's just like, I don't know. It's just a crazy vibe. And that's a credit to Poncho. That's a credit to Phil, Jason, James Hinkle, Farmer Jay, and Joey. Yeah. All those guys for, creating great culture.
That's it for questions, brother.
You think of what I'm thinking?
Aim for the bushes, my man.
Aim for the bushes. My name is Matt at Osnation BJJ. This is Kenny at Free Party BJJ. Follow us on all our social medias, the Discord, YouTube, please, for the love of God, follow on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook. I post on TikTok. Kenny does not, but that's okay. We love him anyways. Play smart with your game this week. Don't hurt your back on the best sex night of the year, Halloween. Have a good one. Stay safe. Hug your kids. We'll catch you on the next one. Os.